Hopeless hallelujah, on this side of heaven's gate. Oh, my life, how do ya? Breathe and take my breath away. At your altar I will pray. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. Hey, and welcome back to Maximum Voice. And we're in the second video now from our songwriting lineup. Last time I just discussed with you how songwriting is working, how we could use a chapter strategy, what are the parts of the songs and what are their functions. And today we want to go a little bit deeper into that. So let's go. We're gonna start with the verses. The verses is one of the most important parts, of course, of the song, since in the verses you will get all your information to the story, what's happening, where are we, who are we, and before we leading up to our main topic. And this is something that you can approach in different ways. What we would like to do in the first place is to have kind of like a structure, like maybe we want to say, in my first verse, I want to introduce my topic, who I am, what I am, and where I'm going. Maybe in the second verse then, I would like to build up on that, saying like, okay, I have been there, and this happened, and this is how everything's moving now. And then maybe in the bridge, we're going to do a turnaround. We want to make sure that we go cohesive with our topic so that we don't put too much information in there that is not needed necessarily. Also, next to that, you can think about what form of verse do I want to have? What kind of language do I want to have? For example, you can write in a very, very clean manner. For example, with the right now trending song, Ordinary. You can listen to it right now a little bit before we come back to discuss it. So I am going to read some of the lyrics to you and we're going to think about it. And so this is going to be a little bit easier for me because this is also a very new song for me. I'm going to use the computer to read some of the lyrics. So just to be sure that I'm doing it correctly with you. The first verse is, they say the holy waters water down and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually. So if our time is running out day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. And that's a really, really nice start because he is going into this verse kind of like simply dropping in and giving you the already existing information of like this and this happened. They say the holy waters watered down, which is a very strong picture also that's putting forward, okay, something holy has been stretched and made a little bit less holy or less good. So some kind of like good times are over. Or next to this is saying our colors will fade eventually. So if our time's running out, day after day, we'll make this mundane our masterpiece. And it's really nice because this is all this negative, holy waters watered down, like colors will fade away, just make it day by day. And then he's turning around in there and saying, we're making this our masterpiece. We're not going down in that. We're making this, what everybody else is afraid of, our masterpiece, the mundane. And elevates that back into something that's higher. And that's very, very nice topic because this is already also a little bit of like what he's going to say in the chorus, where he's coming down to this topic of ordinary. And this can be very, very special. So the verse is already referring to that. So it paints a very clear picture of like, where are we coming from and what is our thought process to it. So we have a negative outside input and we're turning it into something positive. You can go on YouTube, listen to it. Otherwise, we're going to blend in the second verse right now. Hopeless hallelujah, on this side of heaven's gate. Oh, my life, how do ya? Breathe and take my breath away. At your altar, I will pray. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. So here, he's already completely gone out of this ordinary situation of people telling him how everything is diluted, how colors will fade. And in this space, in the second verse, he's catching up to this last phrase of, we make the mundane our masterpiece. And going in there with like this absolute happiness, saying, hopeless hallelujah on this heaven's gate. And describing himself in a situation that is completely out of the ordinary already. So we have the start in the mundane, and he's elevating himself into this amazing position with the person that he's referring to in this song, and building up the storyline of we're coming from here, going there. And it's a very nice, clean speech. It's not that much of different pictures, for example, that kind of like decipher or cipher this whole meaning of the text. So you can go for clean language. You can even go cleaner than that. But you can also use a little bit more of kind of riddled language to be a little bit more out of the direct approach. And I want to show you that on the song The Cell from Richard Spaven, together with Jordan Rakei, which is one of my favorite songs. So let me start by referring to the first verse, because I wanted to show you that this is a little bit written more complicated in this case. He's saying, take a breath and leave, watching my soul collide, and it's all right. The end is near in sight. So this is much more encoded, because it's just pictures referring to a state of being, and not really like we're here, or like Alex Warren is doing it in Ordinary, as I just showed you, where he's really just going like, they say this and that, they say this and that has happened, but it's really just this moment of being, take a breath and leave, watch your soul collide, and it's all right. So it's really more of this expression of a situation than really a description of something that is happening. So this is just simply a different style that you can use also. Then you can also think about how and who do I want to address. So you can go like the first twos, like Richard Spaven didn't really address at all. He's just like putting it in, expecting whomever feels addressed, I guess. Probably is directed to someone or something, but it's not that clear. Ordinary, on the other side, is indirectly talking to you. So they don't say like, hey, you, and just directly addressing you. He's more going on like descriptive, like they say. It's like he's talking to someone next to him who's on the same stand on information, which is also, as I say, a really, really nice just drop into the story. Because be honest, if you get a story told by your friend, do you really want to hear all the front story, or did you just want to hear the story itself? So you can handle it like that, handle it like as if you tell someone something. There's a really, 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 really nice sample for this direct approach here. I'm gonna take my laptop again because I really want to get it right. I would like to use God is a Woman of Ariana Grande, because she's doing it absolutely directly and absolutely plainly. You can listen to it right now. So now that we listen to it, let me go back into the lyrics, and I would like to read that again to you. She is starting, you love it how I move you. You love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman. And I feel it after midnight. I feeling that you can't fight, my one. It lingers when we're done. You believe God is a woman. And she's directly pointing with her lyrics, really saying basically her first word is you, and everybody feels like, oh, me. And there she is going into a straight conversation directly with you, which is, again, just a different perspective on how to approach these different ways of addressing your audience also. So much said. You know now. You can build up your story. You want to have a base. You want to continue what you were telling in the story. You can go in there with indirect speech, so that it's less directly what you're saying, like Richard Spaven did it. You can do it like Alex Warren did it in Ordinary, having it more like a conversation with someone, or you can do it like Ariana Grande, simply directly addressing someone. And you could do it in any other way too that could come up to your mind, how you would like to shape that way of communicating. I guess that would be nice on verses. If you want to practice, take a topic and write a 2-block story around it. First, you want to start with where am I starting? And second, where am I going? And figure out if you can do a really nice verse structure or not. Keep in mind your chorus is not there yet, so it can be a little bit inconclusive at the beginning because your main topic will be coming in the chorus. Great, I hope you liked this video and I helped you a little bit with my examples on different songwriting styles. I'm hopeful to see you here next week maybe with the next topic for songwriting. So if you like what I'm doing here, please give me a like go to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on another video on me. And I'm really happy to have you here. I see you soon.